Phone hacks.
Very
Problem is,
grateful.
you come around and see me after spending time with your new missus. And you're going around, you hear me with your new fancy podcast. And
Yeah.
is that why next fucking Goldstein's not here? Because you didn't want to like be hanging out with your missus while you're down at the ex's place.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's it. He's a sensitive man. You know what I mean? I got to run around behind
You'll get
his
all
back.
of his feelings about
Once
it.
once he finds out I got another podcast, that's fucking terrible.
He
Dude,
hasn't even told him that we were together.
I got to ask you about something
Yeah.
because I just saw you were doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Near my house. There's this fucked bar. There's this fucked gay bar
Yep.
that looks fucking terrible called DT's. And you were
You
doing
mean
a
that gig I emceed last
and you were
night?
doing a gig there last night,
Yeah.
and I was like, I've always wanted to go there because it looks like it's not fucked because it's gay or anything like that.
Man, I'm glad we're up to your podcast.
Yeah.
Why they got so many rainbows here?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
queens.
the colouring. There's so much colouring here. It's
But you're right,
fucking- it's just so bright.
Is that a bloke kissing another bloke?
What the
Kiss
hell?
a girl, mate.
Kiss a girl.
Or a better bloke.
So I walk into this pub, and there's a bloke kissing another bloke. And there's another bloke dressed as a woman. Crazy. No, but it just
crowd
looks,
pulls back.
it looks like a fucking dive. But I love dives, and
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go there.
It's definitely
And I
got
was
the
like,
aesthetic
Webby.
of like plastic flags stuck on the wall kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Happy birthday flag quality shit.
Oh yeah, great.
And then
great.
mirrors in a mirror bowl to cover it up.
And what, you did a gig there?
Yeah, I was emceeing the comedy gig they got.
Yeah.
It's not a queer night. It's called JK's.
I know. I'm not gonna fucking.
No. I just mean it's weird to like they've chosen
I'm
that
not gonna-
venue.
All right, that's good then. I'm gonna do it if it's not a queer night.
No. It wasn't like as in like it'll be okay. It was just like,
Dude, I know
it's
we're in
weird.
hetero land here now, but you know you gotta like
Are we?
with three hetero boys here.
He's not.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not.
you know. No, I'm pansexual, man.
Oh, you're.
I'm the most queer that you can get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's pansexual?
Everything.
Everything.
So pan is in like, I'm not burning my joke on a more popular podcast than mine. But it's like, I can't think of anything except my
Yeah.
example.
yeah.
Well, pandemic is my.
Oh, okay. So,
like pandemic is when it spreads like basically globally.
Like when you pan out.
pan out. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Cool. So what? Pansexual. So
Basically, to put it simply for people, it's like if somebody comes up to me and I'm attracted to them,
yeah.
whatever they say that their gender is after that is irrelevant.
Oh man, that's awesome. Wow, you're fucking taking the whole buffet.
Yeah.
But why aren't
But
you
the
just
thing I've
like?
got to specify with that though is like it could be anybody, but it's not everybody.
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
not
yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's annoying.
Goldstein's
Here's
out of
a bloke-
town. He was
here's a-
hoping for the fling.
Yeah, here's
Get
a
the old
bloke that's
flame.
kind of not fussy.
What,
I'm still off the menu.
Yeah, getting
They've
shot
got
by
so
a
many
cowboy
different
is a whole
identities
nother
these
thing.
days. Like pan, except everybody, but everyone but Kappa, sexual.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Wouldn't you just be bi?
Not if you count more than two genders. And
Ah,
I feel
yeah,
And I feel
okay.
it's polite too.
Man, that's
Especially if you wanna
that's
fuck
a
'em.
41-year-old thing to say. Wouldn't you just be bi? Fuck, I'm getting old. I'm so narrow-minded. Dude, I am one step away
Yeah.
from saying something like, I don't know, fucked.
I was
You know what
really
mean?
hoping you'd throw into an example that was
Yeah,
worse
yeah,
than
yeah,
anything
yeah,
you were actually
yeah.
going to say.
Yeah, I'm really like, no, I'm one step away from saying things like, so do you kiss?
Mwah!
Because blokes
Beautiful.
don't kiss, right? It's just hard fucking straight away. Like the dick just goes in and you're just grunting and fucking sweating.
Do you have to adopt?
Yeah. I got this bit right about
Yeah, go on off that.
the vending machines in Japan sell liquor,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And in Australia, that wouldn't work because if we had liquor in the vending machines in Australia, this structure would not be built that we're in. You know, when I'm in a show, like the structure would not be built, the show would not be happening. There would just be a fire in the corner and men fucking. And I was like, and that always gets a good laugh, but then what annoys me is that people already get the idea. That I go, men fucking, but I feel like I've always got to explain it. Like I feel like, and hetero men just all fucking because there would be no women. They would be like, there's liquor in the vending machines. We are headed to our own civilization in the mountains. You know, like we're taking cover. Like I'm straight, but I'm going to be a lesbian from now on because I'm not going to be around Australian men when there's fucking beer in the vending machines.
This is how Wonder Woman gets started, where they can fucking head out to their own island.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
New Zealand just becomes fucking New Themyscira.
Yeah, that's it, man. They don't. That's it. All these MCU movies or whatever, these DC movies, the villain's got to have some fucking crazy backstory as why they became a villain. It'd be funny if the guy just became a villain because like a liquor shop opened up next to his house. You know what I mean? Like he was like a scientist or something, and he's like
a villain by opportunity.
Yeah, he's just having a good time. Yeah. They're like, dude, what happened to that guy? What emotional struggle did fucking
that's right.
You know, Tony Stark fuck him over when he was younger. He's like, nah, the dude just fucking got on the piss hard because it was readily available to him.
Ah, Batman, you'll never stop Jack Daniels.
Yeah. That's pretty
My
funny.
sidekick, Bundy Red.
Yeah. What happened to that guy? Oh, he accidentally won a case of Monster Energy drink. And now he's like operating a robotic spider to kill fucking humanity.
Yeah, you've heard of Batman's Two-Face, but this is shit-faced.
Shit-faced, yeah.
It's just he's so drunk only one side of his face works still.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
Not even the right.
Have a drink. Doesn't matter.
Why so serious?
That's
not Two-Faced, but yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's fucking. I'm sorry for your fucking nerd podcast.
Yeah. Fuck, I feel bad now for roasting you for that. Yeah. I love it, dude. I love it going out to the country and shit, or when you're doing a gig out there or whatever, and like we make fun of people with like Joker tattoos or whatever. But yeah, you just see a bloke at a pub with one on his shin, just full like, why so serious, like full Joker, and you're like, I'm trying to get a photo of it on my phone, but I'm also like, if this guy sees this, I'm dead. You know what I mean? He's been like fucking operating power lines all day, or fucking
getting electrocuted the whole time.
But if he does try and fight you or anything, you can't just be like, why so serious?
And then you black out. And you wake up in the hospital the next day.
Cool. Like,
dude, isn't life a joke?
Got him.
Well, I'm taking a photo of your dumb fucking tattoo because it'll make my mates laugh. Now hold still.
Let me lean back so I can see all the ha.
Don't kill me. Yeah. Oh man, it's awesome.
Like, it's the worst when like a character that you could actually find interesting and stuff just gets latched onto by people you are not at all keen to be in the same like fandom as.
Yeah.
I used to go to conventions and stuff for that kind of thing, and you're like, oh, man, I don't want to be. I love the thing, but I don't want to be fucking standing here with half of this crowd.
Yeah, that's it. It's also like, I know, like the older I get, the more I get more interested in how movies are made and all the little facts and stuff. But I don't know how much I want to meet like Michael Keaton at a fucking you know what I mean? Like, what things are you going to tell me, dude?
It's like when they had that meet and greet with that little short bloke, Hasbulla, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah.
And like people, like he came
My
to like
instinct went for the guy from Austin Powers.
Oh, well, he had like a meet and greet thing, and then people went to it and they paid like $400 to meet him. And they did it and they're like, oh, hang on, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like getting in there.
This is a freak show.
Yeah, why have I done this?
Ripped off for.
Yeah.
What was he going to do?
Yeah.
Look at him, he's big and small.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's the bit.
You look like a child, but you're not a child.
Oh, look at
What's
this
that
smoke.
like? And then I don't think he
stage.
speaks English, does he?
Yeah, I think it's...
I don't think so.
I think he's like Croatian or something, like one of them countries.
I'll just be guessing off the hat.
Yeah.
It's got one of those like cylinder hats that's woven.
Just like you look like a kid.
I love
you just
it,
get
man.
a photo of a kid.
There was... Yeah.
just pretend he's old.
You could just meet a kid.
Yeah, it's the same.
You dress up your kid as Hezbollah. You just
Make
have
him do an accent. It's the same effect.
You're like, you say to your mates, you're like, dude, Hezbollah's at my house. Come over, let's have a few beers and meet. And like, dude, this isn't Hezbollah, this is your kid.
As if you wouldn't do that.
And you put him in a little Turkish suit.
I'd love to be friends
I
with
do
that.
like how you did call him Hezbollah. Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. It's something like that. I think Hezbollah is a different thing.
Yeah, Hezbollah is terrible. I think that's like, what's going on right now. Yeah.
I like more the idea of someone being...
the idea of saying, hey, mates, come round, I've got Hezbollah.
Like what? The war or the guy who looks like a kid? Either way, we're coming.
I want it to be the other way, where I hope people are taking pictures of kids in those outfits and sending it to him as their mates. Like, man, I just saw you down... You know when people see someone that looks like you?
Yeah.
But a bit more fucked? It's just people taking pictures of kids and sending it to Hezbollah.
I did that. I did that once for you.
Yeah,
Years ago, I saw an old bloke on the train that looked like you.
Oh, that was funny.
And put it on your Facebook. It's like, the idea of doing that now is insane.
No, it's awesome, dude.
Just go like, oh, that guy looks like... But publicly do it like... Or maybe send you a message or something like, you. But like to be like publicly, like, fuck, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I remember that guy did look really
Yeah,
fucked.
he did. Yeah.
And I was like, I laughed at it because I was like, God damn it, he's right. He's so right. Yeah.
I got really disappointed the other day where I saw somebody who was like one-to-one a friend of Tiff's, but better looking. And I'm like, I love this. This is so much better than like, hey, this is you and they're fucked looking. It's like you get to send that, hey, this is you if you were hot.
Yeah.
Just backhand with that one. It's good. It's a powerful play.
There's like, one of my friends has green hair, and there's like a weird version of her that hangs out near our house, and I've always wanted to take a photo of her and go, here's the weird version of you. Like, it fully fucks, because like, who looks like someone else, but also has green hair, like makes the same decision to dye their hair.
Yeah.
You know
I thought you
what
were saying...
It's not-
I was kind of
Does
hoping
it
for like a
suit
reverse.
them?
Yeah.
Imagine if it suited one but not the other.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Which one would it suit?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That makes sense. It makes sense though, because if you've got the same face.
Yeah, there was this girl.
If you got the same phrenology.
There was this girl on when we were on holiday at this resort, and she had green hair, and she was quite attractive, and it was fully 90s green, and I was like, that's fucking
what?
awesome. I call them the rock and
90s
roll
green?
couple. like people, because you don't see green hair much now. You see like
you get
see
like the hardcore
purple
fluoro.
streaks, or
Yeah.
you'll see like a blend. You never see full green.
I know you were
Like,
at the gig
that's-
I was hosting last night.
Oh yeah,
Plenty of green around.
There's plenty of green hair. Yeah.
A lot of Roy G. Biv kicking around in people's hairs.
You see a lot of purple. See a lot of that.
Yeah.
That kind of like colours that. But it was fully green. But her and her partner were at this beautiful kind of pool resort in Fiji, and they didn't get in the pool like the first 2 or 3 days. Just smoked darts near the bin. And I
Near
was
the
like,
bin?
hell yeah.
That rules.
This is awesome.
They're not even like by the pool, just by the
Yeah.
fucking
They got in the
ash.
pool after a bit, but yeah. I was watching them.
just
I
watching
called
all
them
the-
the rock and roll couple because they had tattoos and stuff. I was like, babe, it's been day 3, still not in the pool. What's happening?
Too
here?
cool for pool.
I love that on a holiday though. If I'm
Yeah.
on a tropical holiday, it's
Sorry,
like,
I was very happy with Too Cool for Pool just there. So
that's good.
I just need a minute.
But I love it. Like
Handbrake
it's one
on
thing
the
I
go.
look forward to is swimming, and I'm just like, I want to smoke a million darts.
Yeah, yeah. We I'll talk about it with Mike going to the wedding and stuff. But we one thing I was really looking forward to is just buying stogies, like those big cigars, and just walking around and smoking them.
Did you have a few?
Yeah, it was fucking sick. But I was really drunk the first night, and some guy fully must have realised that I was drunk and did not sell me stogies. He just sold me the big papers. and
empty
so I
blunt.
just had it. I was like, babe, I got these stogies. She's like, no, you just bought the papers.
Did you?
Was it at least like a
Did he
blunt
sell
where
you
it's
at the
leaf?
price of the stogie?
Probably. It was probably cost me $40 because like it's the exchange rate is so fucked at the moment.
Yeah.
I would have preferred way more if it's like he did just charge you for the things. You were just way too drunk to remember that you only asked for papers.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
just wasted.
Dude.
It's like, man, I just need like the And then you're just going off his like game of charades that you're playing with him.
To be fair, I probably just said stogies, and I don't think that's even in the American vernacular. Hey, mate,
Plus the
give me
accent.
some stogies,
I just like the idea of rolling your own cigars. Like it's,
dude.
like to me, like a cigar,
Like
like,
the
a
whole
high,
leaf and
it's
just
a
doing
high
it.
status thing.
Yeah.
Right? And it's about like having money, and it's about having power. If you got a cigar, like
Yeah.
that's the kind of look. But if you're rolling your own durries, it's because you're poor.
yeah, yeah.
So it's
Or
sort
old.
of like a mid-range.
You can be old and still rolling your own dust.
Oh yeah, old guys that roll their own durries are the
But that's
fucking
only
best
'cause
because they
it's
don't use
inconvenient to
filters
take your
and they're
pipe
fucking
around.
hard and they're rule.
But what are these, man? Is that a cigarette? Is that
Yeah, the raw
cigar
papers,
paper?
They're like they just call them log papers. The actual cigar ones you need to get like the ones that are actual a tobacco leaf, and then you fill it like down the middle.
Because for the listeners, Webby's smoking a cigarette, but have you rolled that yourself? Because it's
Yeah.
slightly chunkier than your normal cigarette, right?
Yeah, I've rolled that
Yeah.
because I buy chop like fucking cheap as hell tobacco because just can't afford actual rolling tobacco.
Because you have a joint and then a spliff. Isn't that weed in a cigar paper?
No,
is that
that's
weed in-
another word for joint.
No, there is
Oh,
a
what's the other
distinction.
one?
Is there?
Yeah.
Because there's a spliff, which is there's like spliff, joint, and there's one more, and it's dependent on tobacco and whether or not you got a roach filter in it.
Well, there.
I can't remember what they are, but there is a distinction.
Because I heard the full like it might even be just that paper. Like the hip hop guys fucking have the full brown like cigars.
Yeah.
That have the weed in it.
That's the blunt wraps.
The
Because you
blunt.
get them like
Maybe
they'll be in
that's
a
a blunt.
yeah. A blunt
Ah.
is like a hollowed out cigar or one of these cigar leaves filled with weed. So a blunt and a joint and a spliff are the ones I know for
Fuck,
sure.
they know how to live in America, don't
Yeah,
they?
fucking hell.
Fucking hell, that would rule. Just
even just
smoking a
going-
big, and you can buy 'em- You can buy a joint there for $10 in
Yeah.
shops.
We-
In Hawaii, you could just rock up to a tobacconist and go, "1 joint, please," and they just charge you $10 and you walk out.
I'd be
Canada was a
insane.
similar thing, first hitting the dispensaries over there, but they can't mix any of it with tobacco. Like the dispensaries have to be completely separate, isolated. They'll still do your flour, but any of the pre-rolled stuff, they can't put tobacco in it.
Yeah, I think it's like people, like they call Americans fat or whatever. But if I lived here, I'd be the biggest piece of shit.
Oh, dude.
Even more so than I am today and now. But it's like you can go to a 7-Eleven and get a hot dog with unlimited toppings on it and fucking a carton of beer and then go get a fucking joint. All on the same... Like, I'd
And
be
drive
fucked. I wouldn't work.
My-
I'd live on the
man,
street.
Exactly. I was like, I went there and I fully embraced capitalism.
Yeah.
There was a Starbucks there, and I like got a pumpkin spice latte. I got a fucking caramel iced latte.
Yeah.
I was like getting every fucking here. I'm crazy. Like my wife hates it because I'll be like, we got to go to the local butchers, got to go to the local cafe. Over there, man, I was a pig.
Yeah.
I was drinking Bud Lights just because I was like, wow, Bud Light. Well, I've heard
From
this
the
as
TV.
podcast. It's from the TV. Nighty and I and Keno walked past a Red Lobster, and we all just looked at each other and go, "See you at the Red Lobster." We're like, we got to go to Red Lobster. We went to Denny's just because they're like, and it was like it was funny. You could just have everything. Like I ate the biggest breakfast ever.
Love that
But
you're there.
just
You're
'cause
having
you went
it
to a
legitimately.
Denny's. Yeah.
But you're still like, how good's this? Like, you're
man.
on the joke.
Going to a Wendy's, going to...
Man, it was
A&W I hit immediately. It's the
Yeah, it's
ginger
okay.
beer.
Yeah.
And
The
they've
root
actually
beer.
got a franchise over there.
oh man, I didn't try root beer. I fucking got a.
Tim
I tried
Hortons.
one milkshake and it was so dense, dude.
Yeah.
It was so dense.
yeah.
You could have turned the cup upside down and it wouldn't have came out.
Fuck yeah.
It was fucking
I want a
cement.
fucking thick shake. You need a spoonful.
Oh, dude, it
Hell
was,
yeah.
and that was just a milkshake. I'm like, what are you guys? What are you thick shakes? What is that ice cream? It's just,
It's just shards.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
fucking solid glass.
oh yeah, dude. Oh well, guys, we've done the preamble. Ring a ding ding. You got the Kings. Welcome to the Phone Hacks podcast with me, Nick Kappa, and the Robin to my Batman, Jeremy Webb. How
I'm
you
back.
going, man? You're back.
Back in the passenger seat.
Yes.
Because I think we used to do vehicle analogies.
Oh
Now
yeah.
you've moved it into your little pairings thing.
Yeah. What would? So I'd
I'd just be in the passenger seat of the Batmobile, sure.
You'd be my Hyundai XL to my Ford Falcon EB.
Two cars over here.
And then joining us, speaking of thick and shaking, we've got We got Nick Quon.
I've been beaten off over Nick Quon all day.
That's good.
He's hungover. He's fully hungover. Webby's he's
on my way.
graciously lent us his shed to record this in because our studio wasn't available. So thanks, brother.
No
Thank you
problem.
so much. For those that don't know, what we do is we a spinning wheel decides what we go through in each other's phones. Mm-hmm. So it's either camera roll, notes, Google history, search history, and then it used to be like draft tweets, but no one tweets. So maybe we'll just, if you guys are cool, like
I've
maybe
heard from like the Instagram feed.
yeah,
like
the
Explore
Instagram
reel, that's,
Explore.
I think I heard that one was
I
the
guess
easiest.
you guys, like myself and like Mike, you guys both, if we looked at the Explore reel, it would be sport and jugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Sport.
no idea, like exactly.
Yeah, I reckon
actually, I've
his-
got the weird one where it's also just because so many basketball players are into Dragon Ball Z. It'll just be a weird, like, that's your third, like, that's the greens coming in. It's like two-party system of just tits and sport. And then every now and again, it's just like, what's Goku up to?
Fuck, that's great, man. Yeah, I have a couple of weird things thrown
Yeah.
in, like a couple of comic book weird shit or art shit.
Something that's just like
Yeah, it's just
slightly
got, like,
tangent.
Tits, motocross, and then Francis Bacon.
I think you
You got to have your chaos roll in there.
You got to support the Instagram, tits out there because
Yeah.
porn accounts, without a doubt, are some of the biggest supporters of comedy. Like
Yeah.
you put a reel out there, you can guarantee, like Shazana.77152 is gonna like your reel.
my biggest fan, man.
I'll talk to mates and
We're
they
gonna get
go
married.
like, "Oh, I really like that video you put up. Real funny." It's like, "Oh, did you like it?" Like, nah. But like, fucking Shazana, she's on there.
Dude, it was so funny. I had to come out to my wife and say something very embarrassing to her.
I'm gay.
Because she's 10 years younger than me. She knows a lot about Instagram and stuff. I got a message from this guy, and he was like, hey, mate, a friend of mine saw you, but she was too shy to come up and talk to you. Here's her Instagram profile. You should message her. And I was like, dude, I'm cool. I've got a wife. But thank you very much. I'm flattered. And I
I
was
love that
like,
you're weird enough to be the one where people go, yeah, all right, I'm going
Yeah.
to do that.
yeah. And I was like,
The slumming of sex.
so flattered. And I was like, man, I've been working out a fair bit. I still got it. I got it. I'm back. Cabba's back. A fucking DM. Hell yeah. And then
Yep.
I was going to show my wife, and then it had like account deleted. And then the account that he linked to was also deleted. And then I had to come out to her. I was like, babe, I thought someone had DM'd me. But really, it was just two bots fucking piggybacking on each other. Finally, I'm an old man.
Not even admitting that you were chatting to this person or you were flattered by the compliments. You came out and said, like, just don't mention it then. If there's no real people.
No, I did. I was like, well, I wanted to make it funny that I was the fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, I'm flattered. Who cares? Look, I'm
Babe, you're
fine.
never
I'm
gonna
spoken
ask.
for, but, babe, you're not going to believe there's two bots.
You're never going to believe it, love. Chat GPT was hitting me up last night.
Yeah. Not
He
even...
is fit. He can't print out the stuff that's like adult content on the web, but he will save it for my DMs.
I'm that hot right now is that digital shit is hitting me up. Like, on the algorithm, I'm hot, Yeah.
Agent Smith coming into my DMs.
Yeah. Not even women are hitting on me. Computers.
Women that turn into digital men in
Computers.
sunglasses.
Yeah. So, but Quonny, you did the Peninsula gig last night.
I did.
And then you had 80 cocktails, and you messaged me at 3 in the morning, asked me if I wanted to be in a sketch or something, and I was like, yeah, dude, I'm recording a podcast of Webby, and I'm looking for
That's
another
why
guest.
I messaged you, because I knew you'd be in the area because I live around the corner.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then I didn't hear from you for like 8 hours, and I was like, Quonny's dead. He's dead. And then
And then
you're
you
like, I
message
couldn't
me
find my
assuming
phone.
it's my fault.
No, I love a 4 a.m. message. I'm a big fan of one. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind you going through the phone. You can send messages all you like, because I'm very much known for sending out a nice 4 a.m. message to someone.
Well, it's fine because like you're either going to receive it because you're up at 4 a.m. as well, and then you get to have a nice little late night chat.
Yeah.
Or they just get it in the morning.
Get in the morning.
A very terrible
It's like a note in
comedian.
your lunchbox.
A very terrible comedian that's never been funny in their whole life, but just a great hustler. Told my friend something one time, and it was like, always send an email at like 1 or 2 a.m. because it shows you're working.
Fucking
Fucking
hell.
psychopathic is that?
That shows that I'm really drunk. If I'm sending out an email, it means I can't access Messenger. And
Yeah.
You know what you need to do? Just take a photo of your eyes real close to the mirror at like 4 a.m. when they're bloodshot as hell, so people know that you are just panicking about what you need to get done.
It's yeah. You get an
Email,
email.
too.
You get an email of a meme of like
it depends on the
of a
quality
guy-
of the email.
of a guy
look,
falling
one-
off a motorbike at like 3 in the morning.
yeah, this
Sorry,
guy's
dude. Instagram was broken.
Oh, I guess a very busy man has sent me something. What could it be? Oh, it's Friday. Here's $50.
Yeah. Here's an Indonesian guy falling off a scooter at 100 miles an hour. Hey, how funny is this? I'm working. Now, I don't know what we were going on about before, but it's
As
pretty
a professional technical person,
Yeah, so we just had to stop for like 20 minutes for the camera to charge up. So yeah, we still got heaps of flow. I think we used every riff that we were going to use just in that bit.
Yeah.
But Webby, for those who haven't listened to the podcast, we go through each other's phones. We're going to swap phones. So I reckon we go to the right. I'll get Webby's phone. Quonny's going to get my phone.
brave of you.
Sweet.
And Webby will get Quonny's phone. So guys, well not just now. We'll wait. So, like, what are you most afraid of people to go through your phone, Webby? Are you got any cringy notes?
Oh, the notes are absolute chaos. That's
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a whole bunch of like random ideas because I've been getting back into stand up. So it's like I hate everything that I wrote before I had time off. So I'm just writing all this new stuff, but then I'll be rewording like a sentence. But I'm like, but it's for a different fucking night. So it's like in there again, and it's just you see these bits building up as they go later on, and then completely scrapped because I hate them again.
And what about you, Quon, man?
I think the photos are all right. There's some
Yeah.
nice ones in there.
We're all in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
We're past the.
Hey man, there's a secure folder for a reason. Let's just say that.
Well, Webby's
I reckon in my
Webby's
notes,
still
Look,
sending.
not to
stuff.
give too much information, but I have literally made porn.
Okay.
that's probably...
In
That,
the
I don't
end-
think you can add even more information onto that.
Yeah, we got the wrong
you
guy on
can.
this podcast.
Yeah, I was saying this is.
Oh, look at this, Webby. Something cringy. Yeah, I did that on purpose.
You're talking to a man who has currently got fucking mustache jewelry on. So it's like, what do you? I was having this chat with Zach Dye. He's like,
Yeah.
I could tell, like, he could be in any embarrassing situation. I could call you because you'll get it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like
The
anybody,
mustache
it's
jewelry
like,
rules.
No matter what you are wearing when you get arrested, you could still call me and I'll be like, yes, cool.
Yeah.
Do you need a towel? I've got one in the boot.
Well, I think for me in notes it would be because sometimes I get drunk and write songs.
Okay, great.
And then there'll be song lyrics in there for sure
There you
that I
go.
don't know.
Go through
the
Quanny's
song has
fucking
never
audio
been
clips.
written.
That's what you want.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'd have a
Let's
heap
just
of them.
like dig through jam sessions that you're too wasted to remember.
All right. Well, look, I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to see what I go through in Webby's phone. Okay. The wheel generator. Oh, we are going through search history.
Ooh, now
You keep your search history? Or no?
not particularly
Crack
well.
your search history?
I got a weird thing where I'm scared of anyone seeing anything I search. No, it's I hate having tabs open.
So you're always incognito?
Most of the time, mostly because then when I close the app, it kills all the tabs. So I'm
Okay.
never. I see those people that are like, "Oh, I've got 78 tabs," and I'm like, That's
I leave
fucking
tabs open to
insane.
remember things.
Yeah, people do
Yeah.
that, but like me, it's a checklist.
Yeah,
So like each tab is something I have to do, or
Yeah.
like because even if it's a video or something, I'm sending it to somebody, or like there's a reason I've got it sitting there. So it's like that's my to-do list, and I need to just spam it out. But
that's pretty good.
there is a lot of just hyper normie shit on there that I'm more embarrassed by.
Okay,
so it's
great.
probably worth it.
Well, I can't embarrass you with like fucking weird photos or anything.
Yeah, when I
so it
came-
might as well be something cringy.
Well, that's the thing. When I came around here and Webby had his...
Oh yeah,
active
that's what I was
porn
going to
up,
say. Yeah.
He'd
Yeah.
been watching porn here, and I was like, normally that'd be the worst case scenario for anybody. I'm just like, oh, you're just watching some porn? It's pretty basic for you two, just a wife pegging a husband.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
as far as I'm concerned, that's making love.
yes.
Like for Webby.
I
Like,
honestly
for
go
Webby,
the
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Like, if that was dad,
I've been
that would be
trending
different.
more to watching actual couples fucking because there's less of the like porn dialogue.
Yeah.
Like they'll just like they know what they were going to say. It's all unspoken now. Just some like
it's
rubbing,
cool because you
occasionally
know
a dog in the background. But what are you going to do?
it'd be cool to get some more real ones because you never know if the girl's enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it'd be good to just see more porn where it's just like the girl, you don't know, like more amateur stuff.
Yeah.
You know, hey, they're having a good time. You know what I mean?
I thought-
It's like a couple of reality Playboy shows that used to pop up on Pornhub every now and then. They were awesome because it'd be like they would be like swapping and it'd be real, and you'd be like, hell yeah,
Oh,
this is fucking crazy. This
house party porn. That's what you want. 'Cause
Yeah.
then it's literally just some dude with the camcorder where they've gone like, yeah, you go, and it's just people having fun like all over the house.
I don't know if I fully believe those ones. I reckon it's a bunch of Russian sex slaves they've got in that house.
Well, my friend.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here.
I've just given you the like whole browser history, so that'll have searches and just whatever.
Now, this is so funny, dude, because
If you point
You've
out how
wanted to
beige it is,
search-
I'll sue.
you've wanted to search quick cook pork belly, but you're so perverted that you actually wrote quick cook porn belly.
Man,
think
muscle
he actually meant
memory's
to look
muscle
at it.
memory. All right. I did that at university. I was there. It's a group project. It's our final year project. I've been teamed up with a bunch of other IT nerds, and we're like, oh, actually, I've got a demo for that. I've got this thing. And I went to get onto YouTube and immediately just muscle memoried YouPorn, enter, lean back and stop looking at the screen. So they're just watching the fucking like front page roll through just on
Fuck.
behind me. I'm like, oh, damn.
Okay, yeah, well, you've done it again. You wrote pulled porn recipe.
That's definitely porn, though. He definitely tried to look for
Pulled
that.
porn recipe. Man.
You got to know
that's-
what spices to put on your dick, you know?
Yeah. Instructions: micro-rotic home router.
Oh, that's boring shit.
Okay.
That's a router setup one. So that's what I'm more worried about. People go through this and go, oh, you beige as.
Yeah, this is pretty beige. You've searched Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
Well,
Jake
you can have
Gyllenhaal, get him
Gyllenhaal.
up there.
Yeah, Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
I saw the guy who's the mayor of Marybeck or whatever was at TIFF's ceremony for becoming a citizen. And he looked like Jake Gyllenhaal and my mate Lachlan, like dead in the middle. And then it was like, you know, people knew who Lachlan was. So it's like, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. And they're just like trying to find a photo that looks like the guy talking at the time. It's usually the only time I like search an actor is just to remember what their face looks like.
You've also got this one, man. You've got Chris D'Elia. He's coming out soon. Is someone hoping to scoop up that support spot?
I mean, I'd take it, but literally that's the one where it's like, I know this name. I need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You'd be a good person to support him. Not in comedy, but
Doesn't matter
Just
what he's
support him as a
wearing when he
guy.
gets arrested. I'll turn up. He's not going to be embarrassed.
like I'm not so much into his comedy, but I love his sex cults. Like,
Man, I love any sex cult with an open door policy.
Yeah. What's a Me and You app? What's that? Is that a sex
Me
app?
and you app.
Me and You. Your account.
look.
Me and You.
Wait, no, I can't. Oh, I have no idea, which is concerning.
Okay.
What's the second bit? Like where it says Victoria Hotel something, maybe?
Yeah, Brunswick food menu.
It'll probably be one of those ones like a QR code.
Ah, yes.
That's annoying to have in
I
there.
thought
Now
Me
people
and
know
You
that,
app
like-
would be like something crazy for you. Like Me and You peg each other or some shit. You know what I mean?
Actually, if you want all
that's
of that,
another app. Me,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
and you and Frank.
okay, I got a better one.
Me,
I got a
Me
better
and
one
You.
for you.
It's just a dating app, and it's just a guy called Frank, and you get to match with him. Just one guy.
It's always the one guy.
One
Yeah.
guy.
You can share me.
Yep.
You can have me one at a time.
I can just come around.
Whatever. Yeah.
To be frank.
To be frank.
That's fun.
If you want, I shouldn't be giving you ideas with this, but I do feel that was a little too beige for the topic.
No, it's fine, man. It's
Because
fine.
I could give you something like PayPal transactions.
Oh no, dude.
How brave are you?
We'll be here all day. We'll be here all day if we're going through Webby's weird shit account. Oh, the weird thing is, man, is you took me around your house, right? And you had all the whips and stuff.
Yep.
Next to the bed. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, man, when you're getting whipped, are you on a boner the whole time? Or are you just
Depends.
aroused in a different way?
It depends for different people. For me, like getting whipped is arousing.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
We're like that's the thing.
So
Some
you're
people it's a
rock hard
punishment.
all the time.
Yeah, some people it's pleasure, some people it's punishment,
Okay.
and you sort of do the divide.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
I'm fucking loving that shit. But it's also
okay.
hard to get, like, it's difficult to get hard in, like, a cock cage. So, you know, it's...
Yeah,
am
that's what I
hard?
was thinking. Like, if you're getting like fucking the shit bit out of you and stuff, like, oh yeah, I'm liking this.
Mm-hmm.
However, like, I don't know, it's kind of distracting. Like,
Nah.
on a flop kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Is it just whipping? Is there other stuff?
What do you mean? Like...
Well, not
Like,
like,
there's a
I know
tree
there's
of
other
skills
stuff.
that you
I've
can go.
seen.
It's like-
I've stayed in your paddle room. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've spent the night there. Like we didn't do any sex stuff.
Yeah. You've
I
stayed
said they
in
could
the
use
Yeah,
paddle
I've
room.
stayed in the paddle. I got locked out of my house.
Oh,
I
right.
had to call up Webby.
Webby
like
put him up
11
in the
o'clock
dungeon.
And be like, man, I can't get into my house. I need to stay at your house. So we stayed up in the paddle room. And we're just like, we'll go. Like he's like, you can just stay in there. And we're like, the missus was there. She's just sort of like pointing at the paddles and just been like, I assumed that this would be in this bedroom. 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
so your girlfriend was locked out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stayed in the
And
the
you
couple
guys
suite.
both had to stay in the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh wow, in the dungeon.
I did, like,
Basically.
we're walking
Yeah,
in.
that's awesome.
I did have to point
I
out...
love
We had a
that.
spare key, but it was only for his cock cage.
Yeah.
You don't want to touch those. That's-
We're trying to break it in. Imagine, what would happen if you lost the key to the cock cage?
I'd come out and get some bolt cutters, probably. Like, it's...
Who's the cock cage for? Is that for you or
Yes.
is that for the other person?
Well, depends what... Yeah,
And what-
because that's the thing. I'm also a switch, so it's like I could be wearing it. I could be having it on someone else.
Oh right. So what's the cock cage? Is
It's a
it a
chastity
cage
thing.
so you can't get a boner?
Yeah. Or that you can't, like, use it. You can't, like, touch your cock. They can't do it, so there's no physical stimulation you can get as, like, a denial thing.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Mm.
And then what? That's like a horny thing.
Yeah. Well, because, like,
Fuck,
you
it's
got
so
people that
fun.
are, like, into being degraded and, like, you know,
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
called,
yeah.
like, it's just sort of something tangent to that.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so you
so
can't,
awesome.
Are you into being degraded?
Nah.
Yeah, right. You're the
My
boss.
ego's
Because
fucking
kind of
massive.
say
You-
you'd
you
be
were the
fucking
boss.
hard all the time.
That's the other, like, yeah. It's a weird mix for me because when I'm getting dommed, it's like a weird. You got to go pleasure dom, and that's how I do it the other way as well, where it's like more about less like punishment for being bad, more like do these things and then you get good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh man, that's crazy. It's so cool. Like I read the NoFX book, and
Yeah.
the lead singer Fat Mike, he's all into bondage stuff,
Yeah.
and he was like did crazy shit with his like second wife. She was like a fucking bondage lady.
Yeah.
Dominatrix.
She would be like, you have to have this
It's the only
plug up
dynamic.
your ass the whole time while we're on this plane.
While you do this gig.
Yeah. Or you.
I'd be lying
Like,
if I
they
said
have
that.
to do other stuff, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just full pain stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? Like a whole plane trip?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you on a boner for that long? So that's why I asked that question anyway.
Yeah. It realistically though, because like it's hard effort to just be spanking somebody that long.
Yeah.
So it's like you can usually do that for as long as I can keep a boner going.
Yes.
But it's like there are bits where like if they slow down, it's like, yeah, you're going to get a dip.
Yeah, Mike and I, we thought about this, man. When you're in an orgy,
Yes.
like, it'd be tough if you finish early. Do you have a pregame?
It doesn't matter if you finish early because there's plenty of time to like restock.
Restock.
You just because at that point you just sort of hang around. That's where you get a snack, grab a drink, just sort of watch some other people fucking.
I would feel so weird. I would have to leave the room.
Nah,
After
man.
people see my face, like, "Whoa." I would have.
Nah, man.
I made my wife leave the room after I. You know what I mean?
Come on, you're 10 years
I
younger.
go
You don't need
straight
to see
the
this.
phone, you know what I mean? Let's just pretend we didn't see that, either of us. You know?
Cabba just leans back, puts his hand behind the headpost, and pulls out the cum fucking beanie that he pulls down over his face.
Yeah. I wish there was like a teleporter. They could just teleport you as soon as you come.
Just hold an ornate mirror up.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Look at yourself. Don't watch me at my most vulnerable.
Yeah.
You, the person I loved more than anyone else.
Yeah.
I can't even trust you with my cum face.
What's your biggest orgy?
Probably one of the events where it's just like 200 odd people in like a couple, like big venue type setup, and you just wander around. There's a bar there, people are just like in their gear. You got to check though, because only some of them are sex on premises. So like you go to ones where like if you start,
you
fucking,
don't want to
they're
make that mistake.
Basically, because it's a lot of money to get in some, especially if you're a dude on your own. That's funny. They've got the direct tiered pricing as well. Like if you look at any of the events where they do tickets, it's like couples this much, women this much, men 20 times the amount. Because it's like if you're single and getting in here, you better be fucking loaded because we're just like you are the biggest pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, fucking oath.
If you want to blow your wad, you've got to blow a wad.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's good.
Stealing
That's
that,
fucking good, dude. Yeah.
stealing that for next time I'm caged.
Yeah. It was, man, it's such a cool world. Like,
Yeah,
it's such an awesome world. Like,
It is very fun being the like new entry because like I like met a friend through a friend and then was like, oh, come down to this event. And so like I go down to this was just like a kink one where they usually have like demonstrations and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where you get like the display side of things where it's a bit more like circus performery. So it's like that's where you got the whips that are on fire and that kind of thing. And like the person's on one of the St.
real
Andrew's
people.
cross.
the real artists.
Yeah. Well, they do full dance routines with like fucking like whips and shit that they write. And,
Fuck, dude.
but although then it gets a bit weird when like the girl on stage is like getting spanked with a paddle with nails in it and then using it to like paint a balloon red that she'd drawn on a piece of paper. And then literally having a man drooling over that, handing $200 up onto the stage, and he took it out with his teeth.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, these guys are here too.
Yeah, yeah.
But also at the same time, I'm
that's
like,
it.
I get where they're like.
Yeah,
It's
you're
not
like,
that's not the level
you
I'm
whisper
at.
to
but-
some other guy, you're like, what a freak, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's weird to have that tiered system, but it's in there.
It is weird, dude. Yeah, I
Like
have
you're in
that.
there, I'm having a great time. It's like that's hot. That's fucking. The diaper. Why? And just like there's so many like just people walking around crinklers like that literally wear diapers and stuff. And I'm like,
Oh, dude,
that's
if there
too
was a
far from me.
convention on like Aliens, the second Aliens movie or something like that, I would
There
be
is.
like talking about that. Like, yeah, man, I reckon Bill Paxton does a great job as he changes his character from like tough guy to like, you know, whatever. And then there'd be some guy going, well, the you know, the army tank was a different color at this scene or at this scene. I'd be like, what a nerd.
Yeah,
You know, it's like there's always an upgrade. There's always someone.
My
who,
favorite turn on that real quick is when you're trying to remember the name of something.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh, you know, the song from it was and then someone's like, oh, it's, you know, this
Yeah,
song from
yeah.
Lord of the Rings. You're like,
Yeah.
fucking, all right, mate, remembering the names. Just,
Yeah.
just remembering the information that you'd remembered and then forgot in the same 2 seconds.
My wife corrects me about everything, like whenever I say a word or whatever incorrectly. Or whenever I say a word, usually.
Every word.
She's like, no, that's
Hey, what did
wrong.
we say?
Yeah, it's the wrong word. But, well, yeah, one time I was like, corrected her on something and she's like, yeah, all right. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell, woman?
It's great where someone's just like, all right, Aristotle, or just fucking.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
I
a
saw.
corrector. I believe in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's good. Well, it's handy.
Well, because it's either
It's
I'm gonna-
attitude.
you're going to be frustrated that I'm correcting you, but I'm going to be frustrated that you're wrong, and at least this way, someo's right.
it's
Yeah,
weird.
and the person being frustrated isn't me.
You know.
It's weird, man, when you're like, it was so funny. Nighty and Brett and I were having dinner, and Brett was telling us about his ADHD medication and how he lost weight, and it sped up his metabolism, right? Because, you know, he's dyslexic.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
he's a fuck.
I never say. Sometimes I'll pull him up because there's a difference between dyslexic and just fully
speaking wrong.
stupid.
Because
You know what I mean? Like,
if any person
but-
does not have the excuse of I've only seen it written down, it's fucking Brett Blake.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
also saying it out loud. You're not reading it.
Yeah, metabolism. And
got
anyway, I
dyslexia.
was like, I
Yep.
just let it fly because he's like one of my best mates. We'll be here all day if we correct him
Yep.
on every word. 90? Absolutely not. He like pulls out the phone. He's like, say it again. Say it. He's like, metabolism. He's like, ha, ha. Just fully ripping into him.
From a teacher.
Yeah. No, he's a teacher.
Of all the people who
Look
should
at this
correct him
idiot
nicely.
with a disability, say something wrong. Man. All right.
getting to
Well,
say all of the things
Quonny's
that
going to
you
go
want to.
through my phone. And what do we got here,
her up.
mate? We got... Oh, we got search history.
Ooh.
So search history.
Do you
I'll
use a
just bring it
specific
up.
search thing? Because I just open the
I
browser
just do it at the
and
bottom of the
slap-
tab.
Oh, no.
So we're looking up
History.
old TV commercials.
Oh yeah, we were just doing that
Descend.
before.
Yeah.
Man, we were running through those old commercials.
I like if you looked yourself up, Nick Happy YouTube.
Oh, yeah, but this is dumb, man.
No.
We encounter this every week.
Do
When
you
you
now?
go to your own YouTube channel, it looks it up as a fucking... Yeah.
Oh, mountain cart price. What's a mountain cart?
Dude, I saw these things on the internet, and they're these, like, three-wheeled carts.
See, I knew it was going to be an actual cart. It's like there was no use. It's not a product. He's like, yeah, I'm actually looking up.
Is it like a go kart or like a push
Yeah, it's
cart?
like a cart, like a push cart, but you just take it to the top of a mountain, and there's fucking...
Like a billy
race
cart.
'em- yeah, race them down.
Yeah.
the
I
mountain.
don't know about
Yeah, you
mountain,
ever-
man.
Yeah.
You ever done billy cart? You done billy cart racing?
No, man, no. I went to one once in, like, Dalesford or somewhere. It was awesome.
My dad brags about there's a street in Hobart called Mellifont Street.
Dude, you would have some crazy streets in Hobart.
Well, we do, but like it's like, but it's like the fucking steepest street. Like
That's
anyone from Hobart will back me up on this.
Hemisphere.
Yeah.
It's so like what me and my mate used to do. Used to live around the corner, and when it was a rainy day, we used to get stoned and sit down the bottom of Mellifont Street, and you'd watch like cars go up the street, and they couldn't get any traction. So then they would just have to reverse back into people's driveways, and then the entire street would just be jam packed full of cars. Is it the only traffic jam you'll ever get in Hobart? 'Cause there's not enough cars for a normal traffic jam.
Yeah.
But the hills are steep enough.
Fuck,
the people
that's
can't
so
get back.
funny, dude.
We got to
Just
slow them down
everybody-
somehow.
So by the end of the day, it's like front yards are just filled with random cars waiting for because you can't do anything. They just go, I'm gonna fuck no, I'll go back.
Is that the only road that can go up there? Can you get around it or something like that?
There's another way of getting around it, but people just no, I'll risk it again. And like my dad has
This time
it's
my
the
car will
thing
be
he's
better.
like the proudest of. It's like, you know, like him billy carting down there as a kid and made it the whole like he was like a bit of a local legend. Because like he went down Mellifont. It's like he's so proud. He always brings it up. It's like that.
He's got a statue at the bottom
His
of
shop,
his dad.
and then way down there's me.
Yeah. Your dad's so funny, dude. He had like 4 Land Rovers up on bricks. Because like, I'm guessing your parents aren't rich, but they were like, they got spare money. Like they're not poor in any way. They're probably upper middle class. But your dad still lives like, well, you got to live like a bogan still.
Yeah, of course.
You had like they had like the most expensive caravan I've ever seen, and then just 3 fucking Land Rovers on bricks.
well, Dad
It
used
was
to have a-
awesome, dude. It was awesome.
Oh, he used to have an ice cream shop, but he's still got like, and he got rid of the shop about 2006, and he's still got every single ice cream machine. This has no
Your mum's
use.
just there, you've got to stop, man. You've got to stop.
I love
Stop
that ice
buying
cream
it.
machine. We made some good ice creams out here.
More pedal
he's
go
buying-
karts. We should go kart.
I saw these.
hell
these
yeah.
mountain carts, and I was obsessed, dude. I was like, "How do I get these?" And yeah,
Build
Can I
it,
look
man.
one
It's
up?
way half the fun of
no,
Billy
there was
Cart,
like
man, is building it.
an Instagram thing of like,
How
oh,
do I go?
shit.
Fuck, sorry, man.
There was like an Instagram video of all these mountain bikers. They got a heap of them, and they were like, "Oh, cool. Let's all get you guys racing down this hill."
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like doing
dude.
a train, just one after the other.
Yeah. It looks sick.
Well, that's when, because you usually see that footage like from head cam, and that shit makes me fucking terrified.
Yeah, dude.
Because like
Oh,
I've like,
fuck.
I don't know how I did that.
because like even with like watching your shit online for like kicking around on the bike or whatever, it's like I've always been in lots of situations where I nearly die. But there's something about when you get an engine involved or fucking like going down on that mountain bikes and shit like that, where I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't trust myself
Yeah.
to be able to get out of that fine.
Oh man, it's so fun.
Like
I
I
was
will
just
like bungee jumping, no problem. Because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
once
yeah.
you're going, it's going to sort itself out. Done the skydive where you're strapped to some dude's chest, like all good. You get to be like swaddled up like a baby.
Yeah.
It's like none of that's a problem because it's all on someone else. Or like even scuba diving and what have you. I've got a mate who wants to go fucking rock diving, and I'm like, have you seen those where they go like underneath and
Man.
just in the rock tunnels?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
the ones
that's-
where like a mate's is like, oh yeah, they got these special pads on their arm because if you run out of air, you need to write your like last letter to your family on there, and then someone will come find your body. It's like, why do that? At least if you miss the jump on the bike, you're
Have you
not.
seen
It's
the,
instant.
Have you guys seen that Nat Geo documentary or something on the Thai cave tunnel boys?
I remember the
Thai
story,
soccer
but
team.
Oh yeah, the ones that got trapped and
Guys, you
Yeah,
got to
the
watch
bus
the documentary. There's a
Yeah.
drama
yeah, they're
made of
making.
it.
Isn't it Viggo Mortensen? movie
Something like
called?
that, but you got to watch the doco.
Yeah.
Because it's the best doco I've ever seen. The
Really?
way they got those kids out.
Are you trying to explain why you've searched up Thai boys?
Yeah.
He's getting ahead of it real quick.
Yeah. Thai boys, holes. Yeah,
Thai boys, basement, underground.
that's like the muddy holes that they're in.
I just respect the holes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically like X-Men, but a bunch of guys, because they had to find guys that were into cave diving, and it's basically is just muddy holes.
Yeah, they're
Like
just
there's
pulling
no
out.
visibility or anything.
Yep.
And you're just going in these muddy holes, and it's just basically
We got to put a team together.
X-Men of people with autism that were bullied at school. Like every cave diver guy, they got all these guys from all over. They're like, "Yeah, I was bullied at school. Yeah, yeah.
So I went to hide in caves.
I never felt good around people. Yeah, so now I just go in caves. Yeah.
Hang out
So
with
they
the
just got all
bats.
these guys that never had this talent that no one else needed until
Yeah.
this time.
But they've never been in the same room as each other.
Yeah. It was fucking insane.
Fucking.
I
all right, one
always
last-
get fucking
one
stressed
last-
out.
I do like how you've just gone Dubbo to Melbourne train, Dubbo to Melbourne train, Dubbo to Melbourne flights. Just realising it's probably a bad idea to get the
Dude,
train to
it was
Dubbo.
so funny.
Like, you can see that train of thought just going.
He's like, he thought
Yeah.
again, he thought better.
I'm
It'd
doing
be
a
nice.
gig.
I'll go to the zoo.
Yeah, I'm doing a gig in Dubbo, and I was like, it
Uh,
finishes in Dubbo, then we've got to go back to Sydney, then fly from Sydney to Melbourne.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, oh, maybe I get a train, and I was like, 6 p.m., 6 a.m. gets in at 2 p.m. That's so good. And then I looked and realized there was a plus there. It was like plus 1 day. It was like 44 hours on a
Ooh.
train,
Like-
with all the stops.
I think there's something really romantic about that idea, but it's so stupid. Like my parents just did the.
There's no shower on
What is
that
it? The
fucking
India
train.
Pacific.
Oh, the Garn.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the and
Gone?
and they're going along and they're just like, I think Dad got about like half a day into it and realised, yep, this is a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
This is just a long train.
Yeah.
Whereas my old man's been driving trucks his whole life. He'll just do that, like, but just like it's nothing. It's still just your 9 to 5. You just keep heading towards fucking Darwin. And then
Oh,
when you
speaking-
get there, you keep going somewhere else.
Speaking of porn bots, big shout out to Maria plus Mar Lux, who's just started following me.
Oh, awesome. Dude.
They're supporters, the porn bots.
Man, you've got a photo of your girlfriend on your lock screen, and I think she's holding a glass, but from far away, looks just like she has a big fucking bit of Coke, like, underneath her nose. It looks like...
See,
Yeah,
100%.
it's not showing up.
Yeah. It looks like she's just had the biggest fucking
Well, she's just
line.
won a trophy, so
yeah?
you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Girlfriend of the year?
Yeah.
Get the old soul.
Yeah.
Not even
That's-
close. All right.
Oh,
Love that
for-
you locked it on the way too.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's so funny, man, because I wear my pants off my hips like yourself.
Yeah.
Like, my pants always look like they're falling down.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because
That's not a style
Oh.
choice. You both have no ass, and
Yeah, I
it's
don't
like
have an
defies physics.
I got a peachy ass. I just wear my pants dumb.
Oh, so you're the worst option. You're doing
Yeah.
this by choice. You're mocking. This is ableist, man. You're mocking an
Well-
arseless man who has no choice.
Well, it was funny because, like,
What are we looking at on here? I don't think we spun the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to talk about Austin because I do remember my old man speaking of. He came to my work and obviously work with kids and like my boss being like, oh, can you tell Nick to pull his pants up? He can't ever get his pants to bloody stay on his waist.
Yeah.
And then Dad's just like, oh, don't worry about it. You're never going to get that to work because he's got a Quon ass. And then they're like, what's a Quon ass? And Dad just turns around, lifts up the back of his shirt, and you can see up his.
Well, man, that was the funniest thing, right?
That's a quantum
when
ass.
when we're at your parents' place, the drunker you and your dad got, the more your pants just fell down. And then you
Pants
just
falling
looked
down
like
slowly
each
is a
other
great
more,
bit.
and you started spilling more food on your clothes until they just looked like each other. And then the funniest thing ever was Quonny had to do a piss, and he pissed just openly on his parents' lawn. And I thought, oh, well, that's kind of funny. Like, it's so funny.
My
and then
favourite
his
bit-
dad went and did the same thing.
It was great being around at Quaddy's place. He's moved in with the missus, new place. We're going out to the shed and he just ducks off to the side to take a piss. And his missus just leans back out the door and just goes, I really wish you wouldn't do that.
You got to piss in your yard.
You got a lemon tree. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't piss on the lemon tree.
No, he didn't, but
Not on the lemon tree.
it'll run down the footpath on the lemon
man,
tree.
that's so funny.
All right.
All right.
Spin the wheel up.
Yeah. Let's spin the wheel.
What are we spinning up for
Quanny,
Quan?
we are going through notes.
Going through notes. That'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Diving
there you
into
go.
the mind of.
All right.
These are
let's
notes.
see
That
what
looks
we
like a
got.
fucking calendar setup. All right. So we've
Oh,
got.
well, I do put calendars. That's where I put.
You've been
I don't-
writing
I
a
don't
lot of
use
bits
Google.
lately.
I've
You
got
use
some
calendars.
bits in there.
It's all like note wise. How do you get your alerts?
I don't have
You're
alerts. I just
crazy.
remember stuff.
Wow, you put your dates in your notes.
Yeah, I put all my gigs are planned in my notes.
That's
Notes.
so funny.
That's
So
insanity.
when someone goes, "Are you busy on November 20th?"
Yeah, I
you
go
go,
in my
Let me
notes.
check
you
my
look at your
notes.
notes and see if that date
Yeah.
is there.
That's insane.
That's so
Do you put
funny.
them in order?
No.
All right, so what do we got there? What do we got?
Okay, you
Webby?
got some
We gotta
great
wrap it
titles.
up.
I can see you've got the Play Cricket app
Yeah,
website
yeah.
to be able to
Well, it's
rope
my
as many
live
people in.
scoring, so I know where it is.
You are really obsessed with cricket.
Yeah, I am. No, but that's
He
for,
uses
no,
this to
but
check
that's-
his own stats.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we can happily go through that anytime. We could. We're
We're gonna dig through till he finds his fucking hat trick. And
But nah, so it's so I know we do live scoring, so I have to keep that there at the top of my notes.
Ah,
It's an
right.
easy.
Ah, man.
It's a link.
I haven't even opened the notes, but you give them actual titles like they're chapters.
No, because
Yeah.
it's what it automatically does. It gives it a bold.
Yeah, but
If you start off, it's not.
yeah,
not
but
like-
who types in "wheels on the bus" and then hits enter? Like new line. What? We've got who's on the bus? Owls. Connections.
Connections.
that.
What's that?
Oh, it's an idea for a show for next year.
Ah, like Quanny Connections.
Yeah,
Really rolls off the tongue.
You got the
it's
next
an
one.
idea.
The next one's just a fucking it just says "please don't crash."
Yeah, yeah. That's song. We were trying to write. I was trying to write a song.
Oh, right.
I
Okay.
thought it was a good name for a song.
Please don't crash. That's good.
Yeah.
I like it,
Yeah.
man. What was the song about?
I didn't. The computer kept crashing.
Oh.
But I was just like,
I love it that it's about a computer. I thought it was like about my friend.
no, that's what you're
was,
gonna
like,
make it
driving-
about. Maybe you make
okay.
it about that. But
yeah.
so
yeah.
we were editing clips on the computer, and it kept crashing, and the missus was like, "Oh, please don't crash." And I'm there, and because where we edit clips and stuff, it's in our music room.
Yeah.
And like I was sitting by the piano, I'm like, "Oh, that's a good name for a song."
Please don't crash.
Yeah,
Yeah. How
it's got a little something. You want to come out and write it?
Please don't crash. I really need the cash.
There we go.
I really
wanna
need
crash?
your gash. That's a love song.
Yeah, I would like to smash.
I would like to smash your
Come
gash.
give us a pash.
Yes.
This is hottest 100
This
next
is great
year.
shit.
It's definitely gonna like on the outside of a van.
Yeah.
It looks like we have a scene from The Simpsons that never happened written in here.
Yeah, it was in.
You wanna tandem this?
Ye-
You wanna
yeah.
be Homer or Marge?
Okay, you wrote your own scene of The Simpsons?
Yeah.
It's literally just a
This is great.
back
No,
forward
it's-
back.
It was for it was
Okay, you
for a
sound like
group
I'm-
chat, and it was for a cricket group chat. I am obsessed with cricket. That I've written a cricket-based Simpsons. All right, maybe just sit down. Oh, I'm gonna write a spec script for
Yeah,
The Simpsons. Send it in.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
can happen? All right, Homer play.
It's a very short script. Incredible.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
You want to be Homer or Marge?
Homer.
Okay, go.
Well, we're like Coldplay. We can't be number one every week.
But you've never been number one, and Coldplay haven't been number one for years.
Homer. Good old Coldplay. You're my Wonderwall. You're my clock on the wall. You know how it goes.
End scene.
Because Joe Root is an English player, and like
Here we go. Let's dissect this.
So
fucking
Joe
frog.
Root, the English cricketer, after they
Even if you explain this, I'm not going to get it.
No, all right. They lost a game that they should have won because they were very silly with their batting and they threw away their wickets.
Okay.
And then he said after the game, he's like, well, you know, we're going to lose sometimes. Coldplay can't be number one every week. And it's going, well, one, England are number 5 on the rankings.
Yeah.
And Coldplay haven't been number 1 for years. So it's just dumb. And that's how I said it sounded like a Simpsons bit.
It's weird.
And then I wanted to write it in my notes so I got it right before I put it in the chat.
It's
Did
weird
you
to
get
point
many
out.
likes?
Yeah, I got about 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
That's all right.
All right, mate. Last one.
See, these are. I knew I was going to get a couple of these going through
Yeah.
Quonny's phone, where there's just like chunks of trivia, where he's just been writing trivia questions.
Oh, yeah. Because you do trivia at the Yarra.
Yeah, and I write it. So I
You got to write.
I got to write it on my phone.
Fuck. What's that like?
That's fun.
Are you always scrambling at the last minute to just get any questions?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm filling in for him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll send the questions to you." And then like the
Yeah,
day
I'll give
before,
you-
he's like, "Man, you want to write some questions?"
No, it's fun to do, and it's like, but it's just a pain in the ass. Like I say to Wanty, who runs it, and I'm like, look, man, that's why I just drink like 50 beers while I'm there.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, man, you are paying me to host this, but the writing just takes so fucking long. That this is
Yeah,
how
yeah.
that I am
going
going
to
to bleed you
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah. I'll pay for you. You'll be paying for it in beers and Palmers.
That's so great, man. That's great. Yes.
So you've literally got one here, and it's like Age of Mythology, and then there's a mythology question. I'm like, I was really hoping for an Age of Empires question.
That was.
And I was also thinking, like, oh, I'll read the trivia out. That'll be a fun way to close. And it's like he wrote them, so it's not really a quiz.
Yeah,
that's gonna
that's
go
not
that way.
that's nothing like, oh, wow. What happened on the Phone Hacks podcast? Oh, some guy's trivia's questions got fucking read out.
Fine. I'll read some.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the expose they have on Quonny. He does trivia.
Fine. I'll just read some more of these absolutely fucking insane titles.
Yes, that's what we want.
She had a brick at Brad's shop.
She had a bric-a-brac shop.
Bric-a-brac.
You've wrote Brad here, so it's like she had a brick at Brad's shop.
Anyway,
Okay.
that sounds like a good pun.
Bric-a-brac.
Bric-a-brad.
That's it. I'm not going to
Sounds
do.
like an
I'm not going to do a
assault.
show called Connections. I'm changing my name to Brad.
Bric-a-brad.
Doing a rebrand. My name is rebrand.
Cake hitting kids.
Cake
Same-
hitting kids. Okay, that's good.
Always getting back from Bali, man.
Yeah. Always getting back from Bali, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I like that. Is that a character?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, people are, and I'm one of these because I think I'm going to go to Bali for my my brother-in-law's 50th next year. And it's always just like, I don't really want to go, but it's actually quite nice. It's always never
Yeah.
like I was busting to go or anything. It's always
Yeah.
like, I didn't really want to go. Then my wife talked me into it, and
Yeah.
it's actually really good. You know what I mean? Or I was like, I didn't really want to go, but this was on. Or the flights were cheap.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
the flights were cheap. We thought we'd check it out, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
I got-
Someone just said, "Oh, would you like some chicken and barley soup?" All right, I'll go.
Yeah.
I was in a
There was a
smoker's
plane
area.
going there, so I decided to go there, and they got hotels too. So yeah, it was crazy.
They've got all bases covered, man.
Yeah. So I thought I'd go there. I didn't really want to go, but they have all the things that enable you to go. So I went. Oh, man,
you were
it's so funny. All right, well,
trying
guys,
to
thank
wrap
you for coming on. Now, Webby, what's your podcast called?
Broken Home. It's written back then.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think it's been in any of the shots.
Yeah.
That's where we get fun stories about while you were broke and things you had to come up with to get around it. Fun foods, fun
great.
stories.
And you got any gigs coming up or anything?
When's this coming out? Either way, I don't think anything locked in. But if you follow me at Techie Webby, I'm always posting there anything that comes up for me that I want people to get down to.
Oh, great. And Quonny, what do you got on? Anything?
You can follow me on Instagram.
Great.
Yes. And come down to Yarra Trivia.
Yarra Trivia. What day is
Yarra
it?
Hotel Wednesdays.
Wednesday, yes.
And if you want to come play cricket for the Mighty Stroker, we need players.
Great, mate, great. Yeah. I've come down on a Wednesday. I've seen you do trivia. Yeah, I think you were pretty drunk, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was awesome.
All you got to do is get the questions out and be able to count.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell when I was
Great.
pissing in the beer garden.
Yeah, you can tell.
It's a garden.
You can tell how far the trivia is by how far Quonny's pants are down. How liberal he is with pissing.
Looks like we're up to the music round.
Yeah.
Walking around with a ramang.
At the knees. Oh shit! It's a speed round. All right. All right, guys. Thank you for coming. See yous. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.